Hello, welcome to What the Flick. Christy Lemire, Alonso Duralde, and Don Coscarelli, cult filmmaker behind Phantasm, Bubba Hotep, and The Beastmaster, is back with the very spoilery titled John Dies at the End.
John dies somewhere in the middle, but then there's all kinds of flashing around in time, and some of that is drug-induced. I'm going to try really hard
I really want to hear your plot description on this one.
I'm going to try so hard to describe this movie to you. So there are these guys in their 20s, and they're kind of slackers, and there's a black kind of gooey substance called the soy sauce, which makes them psychic. This is good and it's not good. And people die really comically horrific deaths, and they can kind of see the future.
Sort of.
I don't really know that I know what happened.
And travel between dimensions.
Oh yes, yes. But there's like a physical portal they go through, right? Just to make sure that we're all on board with them. Anyway, please take a look.
Nothing you're seeing is real.
I suppose you are wondering where you are.
You're having like a bad trip or whatever they call it.
But there is no magic.
This movie was fun. It's strange.
It's very entertaining. I mean, it's the kind of movie where, usually in a film like this, you get annoyed if it doesn't follow its own internal logic. But this one makes it clear up front that even its own internal logic, it could change at any moment. So within those parameters, it sort of allows itself to just kind of run buck wild.
Yeah, it's sort of like the optimal midnight movie. We talk about what to go see with your friends. We've had a couple of drinks or whatever it is that you're, ingesting. This is that kind of situation, definitely. I don't know that you want to go to this by yourself at a matinee at 11 o'clock in the morning.
No, definitely not. Paul Giamatti is in it as the as told to guy, as I like to put it.
And do we need that whole framing device? I guess you need to explain the logic of the film in some way.
I think there would be even more narration if it wasn't, because otherwise there's just too much to sort of digest. Wait, there's a drug and and he can see the future, and then he's now dead, but now he's not dead, and the dog and there's a lot to take.
Oh yeah, people turn into dogs at some point in the movie too. So do you think the drug is a real thing or is it a metaphor?
Within the movie?
Yes.
I think it's a drug. I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe it's both, right?
I could, sure. Why not?
I don't know. And then the main guy, Dave.
Yes.
David Wong. Who is not actually Asian.
Also the pen name of the author of the book on which this is based.
Yes. Who do we think he looks like?
Oh, I hadn't thought about it.
Okay. Because I can't decide between Josh Duhamel and Kyle MacLachlan, like young Kyle MacLachlan.
He's.
And I liked him.
The two male leads, I'd never heard of either of them, and I don't know their names off the top of my head right now.
We're gonna look it up.
They're both
this is
really
what the phone is for.
An interesting, very culty cast. Angus Scrimm from Phantasm pops up. Doug Jones from the various Guillermo del Toro movies, who you usually see like made up to be a giant demon or a fish man or something, has a recurring role. Glenn Turman from Gremlins.
It's a weird cast. Chase Williamson is David Wong, and Rob Mays is the John of dying at the end. Yeah, it's a weird movie. I don't know that you want to think too hard about it. Just go and have a good time.
You let it kind of wash over you and have fun with it, and don't even try to map out the logic of this thing, because it's crazy, but it's very entertaining and fast moving and zippy and crazy, and I liked it a lot.
If you are young and or in college and you like weird things, this is a movie for you. Yeah. So what are our numbers, please?
I gave it a 7.5.
I give it a 7, so our average is 7.3. We're way higher than the tomato meter, by the way. It's only at 57% right now. Critics take themselves too seriously.
What are those fuddy-duddies now?
Critics are no fun. They like logic and stuff, but we don't.